Welcome to Blind Tutorials, the channel dedicated to making you the best version of yourself. And today, how to use noise reduction in Audacity. So I got a comment from one of my viewers asking how do you use noise reduction in Audacity? Today, I'll teach you how to do it. So let's say that we are recording a podcast or an instructional video. Now perhaps we have a lower quality mic, so it produces a lot of background noise. There might be background noise in computer fans and air conditioning units, or perhaps you're just in a noisy environment. Please note, noise reduction is not a foolproof solution. There is nothing that's going to make it sound as if it was recorded in an acoustically treated room. Now with that out of the way, let's continue with the tutorial. Open Audacity with your file of choice. Now for the purpose of this demonstration, I will be using my computer's internal microphone instead of the studio quality microphone I am using now, just to see how this works. Here are a few handy tips to make sure that your recording sounds as good as possible. Get as close to the mic as you can without popping or distorting it. This particular trick utilizes the proximity effect. So you can definitely hear the difference here. Currently I'm sitting maybe about almost a meter away from the computer's internal microphone, and as I'm moving closer, and this sounds a bit better, doesn't it? So definitely nothing professional, but still, the proximity effect is noticeable. Here is the voiceover that we're going to use for this demonstration. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 has 4 cores and 8 logical processors. A lot of processing power, allowing you to do whatever you want, whenever you want. It is so fast that anything from gaming to schoolwork will be easy on this device. Best of all, you can be up and running in minutes. So you can definitely hear the computer fan in the background and the noise that's just generated by the lower quality of the internal mic of the computer. Now, Audacity has a selecting feature. You can select pieces of audio that you wish. However, it can be a bit confusing knowing if it's the selected audio that's playing or the entire track that's been selected, or if nothing is selected at all. To double check, just press left arrow while nothing is playing, and automatically the time selection will be cleared, and then you can continue to use left and right arrows to go back and forth on the track. You can use space to play and to pause. Shift with the left or the right arrow can select audio. You can press space to hear what audio has been selected. For this, we need to select just a little bit of silence or the noise that we need to remove from the audio. So what we have to do is look for the silent area. I'm going to press play at the beginning of it. This Dell Latitude. So right at the beginning there's that little bit of sound. So I'm going to press the left arrow just to make sure I haven't got anything selected. I'm pressing enter to select the track that I'm on. This laptop and running Windows. So I'm pressing right arrow a little bit. Pressing shift plus right arrow just a little bit, just 2 or 3 times. And you can hear we're looping a silent area of just the computer fan. By the way, to loop something, you need to press shift plus space. This works with the entire track or with just selected bits of audio. Alright, you should be able to hear that. So with that selected, we're going to go into the effects menu by pressing Alt plus C. And what we want to press is N to go to noise reduction. Press enter on noise reduction. And now a keyboard shortcut is Alt plus G, which is get noise, which allows the program to listen to the selected audio that we have, and it will register that as noise. So I'm going to press Alt G, and now we can press Control plus A to select everything, or we can select the entire track. For example, if you have music along with your voice, you don't want to take the noise out of the music. So Shift plus End will select the entire track. This Dell Latitude. Alright, so let's get noise reduction on. So if you tab around, you will reach step 2. Now, you will hear step 2, noise reduction dB, as in how aggressive we're going to lower the noise. By default, it seems to be set at 12. And we also can see sensitivity. There is an edit box and a slider next to it. So you can adjust the sliders or you can type a value into the edit box. Frequency smoothing bands. That's how smooth it's going to sound once we apply the effect. Then if we tab over, we get these checkboxes reduce and residue. Usually we want to use reduce, which is what I'm going to do. However, I'll show you what residue does as well. So let's hear the before. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 has 4 cores. And you can hear that background noise. Let's go to noise reduction. We're going to hit Alt plus P to preview it. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 has 4. Now it sounds a bit lower quality, but you can hear that the computer fan is very much not really in the recording anymore. Now we don't want to go crazy with the controls. If we set the sensitivity to 0, this Dell Latitude, nothing happens. If we set it all the way up, this Dell Latitude laptop running, it almost sounds good. What we don't want to mess with too much is the noise reduction. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows. Now it just sounds like someone's on a Zoom call. Now, that's alright, but you need to find a sweet spot where if someone's listening to your podcast for a while, that it's not going to sound too annoying. So, around 10 to 20 should be alright. It sounded alright on 12. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows. Just the sweet spot. Now, let me demonstrate frequency smoothing bands. If we set it all the way up to 100, which gives us 12, we get this result. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10, which is very smooth. If we put it down to 0%, which is 0 smoothing bands, we get this. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 doesn't sound too good. You know, I liked it at 100. Now, finally, we're going to use the residue. And we can access these checkboxes by just doing up and down arrows. It automatically checks them as soon as we're on it. So, whichever one is selected is the one that's going to be toggled. So residue does this. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 has... And residue kind of does the opposite. It tries to keep the noise in there and gets rid of everything else. It doesn't sound the best though. You know, I kind of liked it at around 12, so let's set it to 15 and see how that goes. We type into the edit box noise reduction dB 15, then finally you can just press enter almost anywhere, and now we have the final result. This Dell Latitude laptop running Windows 10 has 4 cores and 8 logical processors. A lot of processing power, allowing... Sounds pretty good to me. Now, what I did was I had the smoothing bands all the way up, and I had the noise reduction to about -15. I had the sensitivity to about 24 or 25, which was the default. You can mess around with these controls as much as you like. That completes the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again for coming by. If you liked the video, do drop a like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and we'll see you next time.